yeah, take advantage of the sun. You put yourself into uncomfortable positions. Been working out proposals that haven't gone through, pricing. Right. Tuesday the 6th of August. Seem to always start it in here, but because it's quiet. I've got a bit of work to do today, mainly following up and catching up with some old clients of ours and making sure that they're on board for next year, make sure that they're getting the results that they need. Got a few meetings this morning that I need to do. And then I feel like there's other things that I'm missing. I'm going to try and get to a different coffee shop today because the weather's unreal, and yeah, take advantage of the sun because we're not going to have it for that long. I just want a coffee. Thank you. Cheers. So, today so far has been firefighting. I didn't want today to just be firefighting. I wanted to do a lot more of my task list, but a lot of it has just been working out proposals that haven't gone through, pricing for crew members and their rates, which is fine. But I'm just now, it's 12 o'clock, I'm just getting to my to-do list and starting to build the proposals and so on. I'm currently in the midst of setting up a few meetings as well with TV channels to be one of their local production companies for creating their commercials that will go on TV. And yeah, it's a difficult one because they've given me an estimated price of how much they charge per commercial that they make, and it just doesn't seem like that much, at least for the quality that we are producing, especially with adding CGI and visual effects to things that obviously get a higher return in viewers, higher engagement, higher footfall if the commercial is a lot more professional. So, bit of a dilemma, but that was my coffee. Yeah, I'm just waiting to hear back from the TV channel to get a meeting. I've started writing a handful of questions about how they track customer retention, how they track how many deals they actually make through placing the commercial on TV. And then yeah, we'll see what comes from it. What else do I need to do today? I'm also doing a bit of pre-production for a commercial I was mentioning in the last video for the end of this month and the start of next, which we're location scouting at the moment for where to feature the commercial, and Airbnb seems like our best bet, but the prices for Airbnbs might be a lot higher than the client's willing to pay. Because as soon as you mention it as a commercial and there'll be lights and cameras and things like that, they just rack up the prices versus just trying to get someone that we already know in London and give them a little bit of money to go and film in their kitchen and their front door. Perfect, thank you so much. Just arrived back home. I think we'll get loads of milk because of the bloody protein shakes that I need to take to get my protein up every day. But it's just started raining, so that's great. That's going to make my run interesting. It's not as warm as it was yesterday either, so it's probably going to be quite a cold run. But I got done at the gym about 2 hours ago, went and done some last minute meals, and then got back here. Gonna go for a run over to the lock, and then I've got some last minute editing to do for a client as well. Right, that'll work. Oh man, okay. I went for the run. It's not looking good, bruv. I think it's about to push it down, and this camera isn't light to carry on my back for these shots. But yeah, last time I was here, more of like a words of advice sort of thing, wasn't it? Of how to do subtle things to sort of try and improve your life a little bit. And the biggest thing that I have not mastered, but gotten a little better at, is putting myself out into uncomfortable situations whenever I can. Simply just to get better at it, right? I think I said this in one of the first videos that I done, and it was a case of when the more that you do something, the more your brain becomes numb to it. So like if you put yourself into uncomfortable positions or embarrassing positions over and over and over again, you're less likely to be embarrassed by them over time, right? And it's the exact same with me putting myself into, oh, it's starting to rain, putting myself into uncomfortable positions. So don't be afraid to take the leap. Don't be afraid to just jump on a phone call, even if you feel like you don't know the ins and outs of something, because the amount of lessons that you'll learn from that is insane. As an example, I was in Dubai 2 months ago, and I lined up meetings with the head marketing departments of Hilton, Burj Khalifa, Armani Hotels, Marriott. I'd never really done in-person meetings before, they're always online. And I was shitting bricks. I was absolutely shitting bricks for turning up there. And it was a full day packed with like 5 or 6 meetings. All it told me pretty much to go and do right after it was to go and train myself in how to properly dress, how to properly communicate, how to use my entire vocabulary. The amount of lessons that I learned from that just by putting myself into an uncomfortable position was worth it tenfold, because now I've trained myself in all those ways, and I wouldn't have learned those lessons unless I had put myself in those uncomfortable positions that I think a lot of people tend to try and avoid, putting themselves in uncomfortable positions. And I wrote down something, I heard someone, oh no, I read it somewhere. It goes, so a person that lacks purpose distracts himself with pleasure. And it's true. If you don't have purpose and you don't have a goal and you don't have something that you're striving towards, you distract yourself with pleasure, whether that's eating crappy food, scrolling on TikTok, watching Netflix. Short-term pleasures, right? It is starting to rain. Another one that's great is, if you know how quickly people forget the dead, you'll stop living to impress people. I don't know about you, but that hits a lot of truth. Right, I need to get back because it is starting to rain. I don't know if the camera's even picking this up. There you go. That's better. That's what's coming for me. So I've got about 30 minutes to run in the opposite direction of that, and hope I don't get hit with it. I'm already getting hit with it. Maybe, I don't know, there might be some little words of advice and little things there that will help someone. I hope it does. I hope whenever, I hope these videos are helping someone. I had one person, my mate Hart from Florida, I think he lives. I met him in Miami last year, and he just keeps messaging me about these videos and little quirks, which is so motivating to continue doing, getting those sort of messages. Let's see if there's anything else in my notes. Things, ideas. Oh, this run is going to be brutal. Yeah, so put yourself in uncomfortable positions, whether you like it or not. Like the more you numb that feeling, the easier it will become to put yourself in more of those situations. It won't feel embarrassing. You won't feel nervous anymore. Again, they all sound like common sense, but maybe you just need someone to tell you to do it. Right, I'm going. It is about to pish it down. Cool. I got back in one piece. I've just spent the past couple of hours getting locations sorted for the commercial that I mentioned that we're doing either at the end of this month or start of next. There's a lot of permits and things that you need to go through, especially if you're working with an Airbnb host. Thankfully, I think we found a location where the owner of it is actually a model himself, and he understands the sort of industry a bit. Seems super keen for us to film there. So I just need to get across fees, budgets, pass that on to the client, because we already signed this client at the start of this year, and part of their package that they're on doesn't include location fees. So that's an external fee for the concept and idea that they had. Now, tomorrow morning I'm going to sit for probably about an hour or 2 hours and come up with a shortlist. I was holding off doing the shortlist for the commercial because I didn't know whether we were going to have a location, and if I was able even to find anyone. I found 3 locations that have like really good character to them. Said that they'd be happy for us to film as long as everything's put back to normal, and the entire production crew is consisted of around 6 to 7 people. So yeah, like, super exciting to do that one. We also sent off a couple of proposals to new restaurants that we actually, no, it's not new restaurants, to restaurants that we've worked with before to try and get them signed up for another year. So just waiting for responses for that, and then hopefully that's some good news that will come from that this week, touch wood. And yeah, outbound's back on. I can see in our emails that we have, let's have a look. So in our emails, we've got 4 people wanting to jump on a call, and that's from just starting outbound yesterday. So that's promising. That will be 4 people that we can use the new scripts for, the new pipeline that I've been working on for the past couple of days. But yeah, 4 people's not so bad. So we've sent 200 emails, and 10 people have replied from that. And out of those 10 people, I think about 5 are wanting to jump on a phone call. So not so bad numbers, again, depending on, this is just right from the beginning, right? And that's just getting them on the phone call. We'll then get some really good numbers of how many of them actually close into deals and become clients of ours. So it's like, right, we've got in touch with 200 people so far. Actually, it's 11 of them have got in touch, has responded. And out of the 11, 5 are like, yeah, let's jump on a phone call. And then we just need to see how many out of those 5 we actually close. And if we close 1 or 2, then at least we know, right, cool, we need to send out 400 emails to sign 4 clients. But again, we're right now, we're just trialing and erroring different pipelines and different scripts and different ways of showing our product to clients and prospects. Cool. I think that's all. I'm going to sign off. I'm going to finish this and then head to sleep because I'm exhausted. Actually, it's only 8:30 right now, but I've done a lot. So, night.